Hey guys, it's LegoMatic9, and today I'm going to be doing part 16 of my custom LEGO The Walking Dead minifigures. I know, same routine as last time. I apologize for not having a video out anytime sooner, but like I said in my update video I posted a few weeks ago, Season 7 of The Walking Dead has been kind of a drag. You know, there's only been a few episodes that stood out to me, like the premiere was awesome. There's a few episodes the first half of the season, a few episodes in the second half of the season, and then the finale. There are only a few that really stood out to me and like, wow, this show is actually pretty good. That all aside, I was finally motivated after seeing the finale to actually go ahead and make some Walking Dead figures, because I haven't posted a video in like over 6 months. I think the last time I posted was for the premiere of Season 7, which was, wow, that was like back in October. Wow, I haven't made a video in a long time. Alright, so, like I said, same routine, I apologize for that. But today I've got 6 figures to show you guys. I've got King Ezekiel, I've got Sasha, I've got Jerry, I've got Gregory, Jadis. Jadis was kind of like a fan vote from my update video where I said, would you guys like to see Jadis or Tara? You guys voted for Jadis. And then I'm deciding to show off my Lucille'd Glenn from the premiere. I made him back when the premiere actually came out in October, and I just haven't showed him off properly. So, I've got 6 figures to show you guys. Let's go right into it.
And we start once more for the fallen. For the kingdom, for the glory of victory. Oh!
So we're going to start things off with King Ezekiel. Now before I get people telling me this, yes, I know I don't have Shiva for this video quite yet. What I'm planning on doing is making a separate video on Shiva during the summer, and that's when the big cat pieces are going to be coming out. LEGO's coming out with like some jungle themed sets, so they're going to be coming out with some big cats. I don't think they're coming out with specifically a tiger piece, but they're coming out with, I think, a panther piece. So I'm going to get that and modify that to look like a tiger so I can actually make a proper Shiva, because I feel like that's going to be the best base possible for a tiger. So, yeah, I know I can't have King Ezekiel without Shiva, but Shiva will be coming later down the road. So don't get mad at me for not having her for this part. I'll make sure to have her and Ezekiel in their own video later down the road. So, back onto King Ezekiel. This is one of the characters that I was really looking forward to making. It's just I never had any like motivation to make him because he hadn't done anything great yet. But then after that, I think there was that one Kingdom episode. I forget what the episode was. It was the one where Benjamin died and Morgan killed Richard or whatever. That's the episode where I was just like, okay, I'm starting to like the Kingdom a lot more now because they're a lot more interesting and stuff. So that's when I decided to start working on Ezekiel. And he was probably, I think he was the first one I finished up, and I really like how he came out. So we're going to start off with his accessories. I have his cane/sword. Credit for this idea goes to my buddy The Last Prime. I'll post a link down in the description. He did something like this for his Ezekiel figure, and I was like, that's perfect. I'm going to take that and put that on mine. So the sword is just a Lego rod with like a bird head sculpted on to the bottom part here for that little ornament, and then the actual blade is made out of a pop can, and then the staff part is made out of just a flex tube that was painted in gold. So I can actually take that out of his hands here, so I'm going to actually do that off camera because this is going to take a little bit of finessing to get this out of here because, again, this is a pop can, so it is like very fragile. You can see I could just do that, and I don't want to break the sculpt or anything, so let me take that off real quick. So I got it out, and as you can see, you can just plug it right into the staff here. Just got to line it up because I have a piece of Procreate in there as a guide. There we go. So we got that in there. It's not in all the way. I don't think it can go down much further just because of the glue and stuff on the actual blade. But as you can see, it fits in there pretty nicely, and I thought that'd be a cool little thing to add to this figure. It would be a functional staff/sword. I'm going to take that out of his hand so we can focus a little bit on the figure. So Ezekiel here was made in his battle armor, because I feel like that'd be a cool little thing to add some variation to my figures. I don't have any other figures in battle armor besides, well, Jerry and Riot Gear Glenn. And I didn't want to make him in his fur coat, because Rick has something pretty similar, even though it's not a trench coat, still got the fur collar and everything. So I felt like this would be kind of a cool way to go. Just add some battle armor, doesn't look like anything else out of my collection of Walking Dead figures. So, starting off with the legs here, I do have some tiny tactical knee pads glued on there, then painted up, and I got the boots painted on, so we got that side, and then this side as well. And then I have the belt painted on, and then the torso is painted like a reddish-brown color, and then I sculpted on the battle armor with Procreate, and then painted that up. So I'll get this out of the way so you guys can see that battle armor a little better. So that's all sculpted on there, then painted up. So I think that looks pretty nice. Now the trench coat is just a Cape Madness trench coat that I modified a little bit. In certain areas it's cut in certain areas to make it a little smaller, and I think it looks pretty nice. Folded it and painted it up, added some buttons, got the arms painted on. The face, I think, was a Captain Panaka face from one of the Sith Infiltrator sets. I forget which one, I don't know, there's so many. So I modified that a lot. I think the only thing I kept was the eyes, so I kept those, painted the brows, painted the beard, painted the cheekbones, painted the wrinkles, painted the mouth. Pretty much painted everything on the face besides the eyes, and I think it looks pretty spot on. Now the hair is just a Thorin hair, Thorin, I think, a Thorin Oaken Shield from The Hobbit, and that was sculpted on the top here, just to get this, like, thing of hair going around the top there. And then I painted that up, and then I made some feathers out of cloth there. So I think that looks pretty nice. So there is King Ezekiel. I really like how he turned out, so hopefully you guys like him. Yes, I will be making Shiva. Like I said before, Shiva's coming, so don't spam the comments saying, "Oh, where's Shiva? Where's she getting King Ezekiel without Shiva?" Yeah, I know. I'll make Shiva. I'll make her. Don't worry. She'll come during the summer whenever I get a hold of one of those cat pieces. So stay tuned for that. So there is King Ezekiel.
It's fruit time.
Next up is one of the best characters to come out of Season 7, and that is Jerry. I love Jerry. Honestly, like, Season 7 has been a drag. Just face it, it hasn't been that great. But every time I see Jerry, I'm always just like, oh, hell yeah, there's Jerry! I absolutely love Jerry. He's such a great character. He's always so happy, eating his cobbler and giving people fruit and everything like that. It's just amazing. Fantastic character, love him. Like, I'm not being sarcastic. I love Jerry. Like, he is one of the better characters on the show. One of my favorites right now. So I definitely wanted to make him for this video to go along with Ezekiel. And honestly, I had the most fun making this guy just because, you know, Jerry's awesome. So Jerry's armed with his battle axe. His custom battle axe is made out of a brick arms axe that was painted up. Then I just glued it to a Lego rod. So I think it works. I don't think it's like 100% accurate, but it's good enough. I'll just take that out of his hand to get that out of the way. So Jerry probably has the most sculpting I've ever had to do for a Walking Dead figure, and I am okay with that because Jerry is freaking awesome. Starting off with the legs, they're the only part that doesn't have anything sculpted on it. Those are just the tiny tactical knee pads, my bad, that are painted up and glued on. It's got some shoes painted on. Okay, now we're going to move up into the torso that actually has a lot of sculpting on it. So, Jerry is kind of a rather large fellow, so I did sculpt a little belly on him. It took some inspiration from the Moose Figs, how he did his Russell Crowe and George Lucas, and I sculpted a little belly onto him, and then I sculpted the body armor on top of that. So I'm actually going to zoom in just a little bit. Let me focus this up real quick. As you can see, the battle armor is sculpted on there. It looks pretty nice. Then I painted that up, added the little details in white and blue, and then added the straps and everything. Now the arms were actually kind of hard to make, but they weren't too bad. He's got the elbow pads and the, I guess the gauntlets sculpted on there. So those are pretty nice. Sculpted those with Procreate and poked little holes in them with a little like spike tool to get the little holes. So those look pretty nice. And then for the straps on the arms, I used E-tape and just glued it on there. Then the other side looks pretty much the same. They're pretty identical. Little variation here and there. He's got the straps on this side as well. So yeah, I think the sculpt turned out pretty nice on him. Definitely really pleased with that. And the back just has the straps for his harness painted on there. So you can see the sculpt for the vest once more. Yeah, we're just going to zoom this right back out real quick. Now the face was a Kanan face from Star Wars Rebels. It's Kanan face. I painted the eyebrows and painted the beard on there, and I think it looks pretty nice. And I think I slimmed down the cheekbones a little bit. Then the hair is just the what is it? I don't know what it is. The widow's peak hair that I painted up. I didn't erase. I chopped off or sanded off the widow's peak, and then I sculpted on the man bun. Since he does have a man bun, and I thought that would be a pretty cool detail to add. So there's Jerry. One of the best characters out of Season 7 so far. Really love him. Hopefully you guys like this figure, because I do too. So, there's Jerry.
Rhetorical, okay? I don't want to know. I never want to hear another word about any of it, ever.
Next up is Gregory. Now, I've been wanting to make Gregory for quite some time now, and I'm glad I did, because I definitely really like how this figure turned out. I think it looks a lot like him, and even though Gregory's a prick in the show, I honestly really like his character, because he is a prick. Like, there's people like that out in the world, and I'm glad that they finally showed someone like Gregory that just does not care what other groups have to think. He's going to do his own thing and try to befriend the enemy and be a cock. So, yeah, that's pretty much Gregory all in one sentence. So, moving on to the figure, I didn't make any accessories for him because he doesn't ever use any weapons or anything like that. He can hardly use a knife. I'd maybe give him an apple, I don't know. But yeah, Gregory, no accessories for him. So Gregory, he was actually pretty simple to make since he only wears suits pretty much. I painted on the shoes onto the legs, and then the torso is just that light blue color, and then I painted on the jacket and painted the arms to match the jacket color. So those grays are a little different, but that's okay because I think his jacket and his pants aren't always the same exact color. So honestly, I really like that gray color. It's some Model Masters paint, and it's just a great color. And then I painted on all of the suit details in black, such as the pockets, the lapels, the outlines, the buttons. Then on the shirt underneath, I painted the details in a darker blue, then painted the buttons in kind of like a light gray. You can see the wrinkles and stuff painted on there. The face, I think, was a Doctor Who face. I don't know which Doctor it was. This is the older one. I don't know Doctor Who, sorry. And then I painted on the beard, repainted the eyebrows, and repainted the forehead wrinkles, and I think it looks pretty damn good. The hair is also Doctor Who hair that I just dry brushed up to make it a little more dark gray in some areas, and I think it looks pretty nice. So there is Gregory. I really like how he turned out, so let me know what you guys think.
No matter how it all goes down, I got your back.
So after the Season 7 finale, I decided it would be appropriate to go back and revisit my Sasha figure that I made a couple years ago, because that one was terrible. This one is a lot better. I really like how this one turned out, and I guess I won't ever have to make Sasha again, because she's dead. Rip, spoilers. So anyway, Sasha wore this outfit quite a few times throughout Season 7, so I thought it'd be kind of cool just to make her in this outfit, and it just is a lot better than my old version. Like, I cannot stress that enough. Go back, if you don't believe me, go back to my Flickr or one of my other videos where I showed her off. That one was just terrible. I cannot believe I tried making that into Sasha, because it was just terrible. So she's armed with the same rifle I had her with last time. I cannot remember what the parts that I glued onto this tiny tactical gun are. She's got a suppressor, a scope, and a different adjustable stock on there, but I can't remember what the base model of the gun is, so, you know, whatever. Just didn't feel like looking that up before I did the video. Anyway, so Sasha wore this outfit quite a few times throughout these seasons, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to make her in this outfit. So starting off, she's got jeans, she's got a knife holster made out of fabric on that side, and then she has a gun holster on this side made out of fabric with the strap going around her leg. Her torso is a custom curved torso that I just took a Lego torso and just sanded down the sides of it, then painted it in gray, and then I dry brushed the entire thing in a darker gray because it kind of had like this weird gradient or stitching or something on it. I can't remember. I can't really describe it. It was just this weird texturing on it. So I just did that, and I think it actually turned out pretty nice. And then I painted on some blood and some dirt here and there. Now the harness that she took from Tyrese after he died, I made that out of fabric and painted it in a OD green. Got a few layers of fabric going on there. It's got a metal belt buckle since it's like huge on the actual belt, so I made it huge on here and painted that in silver. She's got some little gold buttons painted on throughout the harness. And yeah, one thing I like about the Sasha, she's actually the correct skin tone, because the last one was just like the standard Lego reddish brown, whereas this one I think is dark flesh or dark medium flesh. I can't remember what the actual Lego color is, but it's a lot more accurate than that one, and it's just, you know, it's just a lot better than my old version. The face was from the I can't remember what figure it actually was. It was from the collectible Batman Lego movie minifigures series. It was Barbara in the pink Batman suit, or the Batgirl suit. Honestly, I can't remember. I just bought the head off of Bricklink there, and I erased off the mask. Credit for that goes to my boy Jared, or Jared Figs. He did the same thing, and so I was just like, I'm gonna cop that idea. He didn't use it for Sasha, he used it for someone else. I was like, I'm gonna use that for Sasha. And then I painted on the cheekbones and everything on the face. Then the hair, yeah, I know she doesn't have a bun in the show, but I like this hair piece a lot for her. I sculpted on the widow's peak and just didn't feel like removing the bun because I thought the hair piece would look stupid without it. So that is pretty much it for Sasha. Definitely love this version a lot better than the old version. So hopefully you guys like it too, so let me know what you guys think. there is Sasha.
We own your lives. You want to buy them back?
Next up is Jadis. Now, if I'm going to be completely honest, I would not have made this figure if people were not interested in seeing it. And the only reason why I made this figure is because in my update video a few weeks ago, I said I could either make Jadis or I could make Terra. And a lot of people said Jadis, so I was like, okay, I'll stay true to my word and actually make Jadis. I'm not thrilled about it or anything. Like, I'm not a fan of her character all that much right now. The broken English just pisses me off. I just do not like her and her people or whatever. It's just annoying. So hopefully they get better in Season 8, but for right now, you know, what are you going to do? She's alright, you know. Anyway, here's Jadis, the leader of the Trashmen.
Frank, what the hell are you doing, man?
That's my character. I'm the trash man. I come out, I throw trash all over the ring, and then I start eating garbage. And then I pick up the trash can and I bash the guy on the head.
Oh, that's gonna be a disaster.
No, nobody's gonna get hurt.
Now she's armed with a Minifigure P228 pistol with the slide painted in silver, just like the one she used to shoot Rick with in the Season 7 finale. The rest of her is really simple. She's got boots painted onto her legs, and then she has this weird coat, jacket, trench coat, I don't know, something weird she found in the garbage thing she has on, just made out of one piece of cloth that wraps all the way around. She's got two other little straps holding that cloth together, and it's painted in black. You've got kind of like more of a glossy black up here for the leather she has up at the top of that, and then she's got other little gray details painted around it. Sleeves are just painted in black. She's wearing gloves. She's got a hood in the back made out of fabric. Her face was just some old lady face I found, and I painted the eyebrows brown. There we go. I added the little blemish, did the wrinkles under the eyes, and kind of like dirtied her face up a little bit because she had like sweat and, I don't know, garbage juice all over her face. And then the hair was just like a standard Lego City hair, and then I filled in the split in the hair with some Procreate. Used some Procreate for the hair on the sides there, and then just painted it up in brown, and then did the blonde transition, which is kind of weird. But yeah, that is pretty much it for Jadis. Hopefully she gets better in Season 8 and actually learns how to put a full sentence together. So there's Jadis.
I'll find you.
So here's a figure I made back in October when Season 7 premiered, and that is Bashed Head Glenn, or whatever you want to call him. Dead Glenn, he's destroyed, his head is gone. You know, I made this guy right after Season 7 premiered, and I just never showed him off properly to you guys. I did post him on Flickr and Instagram, and he was in one of my YouTube videos. I think it was the end of the year video or something like that. I did have him in there, and people are just like, when'd you ever show him off? And, well, I didn't. I never showed him in a video. So I figured I'd show him off in here before I forget to show him off ever. So here he is. You know, I made an entirely new figure for him. I didn't make Abraham, unfortunately, because I don't have any spare, like, buzz cut hairs or heads I used for Abraham. I didn't have any spares of those. So I didn't make Abraham. I probably won't, because, you know, that episode aired, you know, a long time ago, like more than 6 months ago, so I'm not going to go back and remake him just because, you know, I don't really feel like it. Now, this figure was pretty simple. You know, I just painted up a different shirt for him, just painted the shoes onto the legs, roughed him up a little bit, a little bit maybe, is being a little light there. Now, the head was I think it was a Clone Trooper head. I think, was it? Yeah, I think it was a Clone Trooper head. Then I just repainted the eyebrows, painted on the mustache and the goatee, and then I sculpted on the eye. Now, if I can zoom in a little bit, you guys can see that that is a 3D eye. So you guys can kind of see it. So that eye was sculpted on, then painted up, and this is gross, man. One of the most weird-looking minifigures I've made ever. Now, his hair was just the standard Mutt Williams hair, and then I just took an X-Acto knife and just went away at it, man. I cut that thing up real good, and then I sculpted on there and just messed it up there. Yeah, it's not pretty up there. Then I painted that up in, I think I painted it in flesh, then I painted it in a whole bunch of reds, added some black in there for the hair, and yeah, that's pretty gross, man. A lot of you guys were wanting to see this figure, which is kind of messed up in my mind. I don't know why you'd want to see a figure that looks like this, but hey, I had fun making this guy. So there's freaking Destroyed Glenn from the Season 7 premiere. Alright guys, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I will hopefully have a Shiva done during the summer. It's just whenever LEGO comes out with their big cat pieces, which I think is during the summer, but I could be wrong. I'll have Shiva done whenever I get one of those big cat pieces for relatively cheap. So hopefully that'll be during the summer, but I'm not going to make any promises because honestly I don't know when I will be able to get a hold of one of those. If you guys have any suggestions for other Walking Dead figures you'd like to see me make, let me know down in the comments. I'm thinking of making a new Carol, a new Tara, maybe Enid, and then if you guys have any other suggestions, let me know. I'd gladly take them into consideration because I'm starting to run out of ideas here. When the season's not going on, there's not really that many figures I can make. Maybe a new Morgan in the battle armor. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe do Carol and Morgan in the battle armor to have them go along with the Kingdom guys I have so far. So yeah, if you guys have any other suggestions, just let me know, and I'll take them into consideration. As for future projects for the month of May, I'm thinking of doing a lot of Star Wars centric videos just because May 4th and 40th anniversary of Star Wars, so I'm going to do a tutorial on the Skywalker family lightsaber. We've got a Hot Toys coming in that I might do a unboxing of. I'll have ARC Trooper 5's Black Series done by then. I haven't finished that yet. I'm just waiting on some parts to come in that I'm getting casted. So that'll be coming out, and then I'll have a new Kylo Ren done by then too, hopefully. So that's all stuff to look forward to for the month of May. Right now I'm getting ready to go into exam week for finals. This next coming week is my final exam week. So be done with that, get to go see Guardians, then I'll be out for the summer until like August. So hopefully I have more videos planned for the summer. So just stay tuned. Check out all my other social media accounts to keep updated with everything. I've got Twitter, Instagram, Flickr, Facebook, and Google+. Check out all of those. All will be linked to in the description below. Make sure to comment, favorite, share the video, do whatever. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later.